let's continue with all the categories. I will come back to the Player of the Year in a bit. Now, the Women's Team of the Year nominees, no surprises here at all. You have Nigeria, you have South Africa, and you have Cameroon. Nigeria, South Africa, Cameroon, I mean, straightforward should be Nigeria, or could it be South Africa?
Yeah, straightforward should be Nigeria, but to me, I think the South African girls, they actually did very, very, very well this time around, and the gap, it's no longer, it's very close. It's closing up between Nigeria team, because I watched the finals. Even I watched the first game we had with South Africa. Nigeria, right? They beat Nigeria. So I think South African team, they're getting closer.
So you're tipping them for this one?
Oh, well, I think I was not too satisfied, despite the fact that we won the Nations Cup. But I looked at the games between Cameroon and South African games. There were so many lapses in those games, and I think I know Nigeria most likely they're going to win it, but I think the gap is actually closing between Nigeria and South Africa and Cameroon.
Interesting. So we'll see how that pans out. Cecilia, let's talk about the Women's Coach of the Year.
Women's Coach of the Year. If Nigeria gets to win National Team of the Year, of course, it's obviously going to go to Thomas Denby. But I think Desiree Ellis, she did wonderfully well, in 2018 and all that, playing 15 games for South Africa, all the tournaments they went for, and they're going to the World Cup. Nigeria is going to the World Cup. Come on.
For the first time.
For the first time. Maybe that might just be an advantage to, and how she was able to tutor the team all this while and everything. I think that's an advantage. But usually, no one remembers who finished second is the winner, usually. So I think because of that, Thomas Denby, he won outcome. I mean, when did he took over Falcons? I think it was in May or something like that, April or thereabout. So, I mean, he had shorter time to prepare the girls. And, of course, he still went ahead to win it, despite not being favorites to win the title. That's after, the poor run to the tournament, in the sense that the France 8-0, and, of course, losing to South Africa. And everyone was like, oh, Super Falcons have dropped and all. But somehow he was able to pick up the girls, and he went on to retain the trophy for a record 9 times. So I think that alone, he will get ahead of Desiree. But if not, Desiree, she really deserves something.
Yeah, I think she deserves something. Also getting to the final and also qualifying for the World Cup. And they had good games, from their preparation. Also the friendly games they played. They won probably almost all the games last year. I think they lost about 1 or 2. So I think she did very well. Maybe she decided to go home with something.
We'll see. The other guy there is Joseph Brian Ondoko. Also, let's move on quickly now to the Men's Coach of the Year. The nominees are Aliou Cisse, Herve Renard, and Moen Shabani.
Yeah, I'm like, Aliou Cisse, Senegal, and Herve Renard, because I'm like, okay, what happened? Why is there no... okay, national team, we were not there, so just...
Well, I think this list, what I'm saying, I think my coach is supposed to be there, because...
Get it wrong.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
but it's not.
It's not.
So
I think Herve Renard and Cisse, I think one of them is definitely going to pick the award. But I don't think there's any favorites here. But I think Aliou Cisse, Herve Renard, one of them will just...
Senegal, were they the most impressive African
at the World Cup?
They did very well in the World Cup. And
they were very unlucky not to qualify.
Of course, they were very unlucky.
It was something,
VAR stuff and all that, Okay, the Women's Player of the Year nominees, Aziza Shola, she's won it twice back-to-back, Francisca Odega, and we have Thembi Catalana.
It was a fair play got them knocked out from Senegal.
Yeah, fair play. Yes, remember, fair play.
Everyone
was asking what's that all about. For the ladies, if you take a look at that list, you discover that it's kind of tricky, because Aziza Shola, she had a wonderful time with her Chinese League club, Dalian Quanjian. She scored about 10 goals and finished as second, in the league, and of course won the league with them. Then she came home and she won the Nations Cup with Nigeria, scoring 3 goals, a hat-trick. Remember, that she got there. But then look at the other ladies. Francisca Odega. She MVP twice.
I thought she was Nigeria's,
best outstanding player.
Yes.
She got 2 goals to herself, right? And of course she got 2 assists and all that. Then you have highest goal scorer, Gatland, and I mean, she was awesome.
Let's go to the papers now, Cecilia.
Okay, starting with Sporting Sun here. And this one, Salah wins PFA Player Award, expectedly. And of course, Mbappe named World MVP. Then African Player of the Year award, Salah, Mane, Oba clash again. Oshola guns for 4th crown. And President were others to attend the ceremony. Then there's this one that has Moses, Nigeria's Messi, all in quotes. I don't know what this story is all about. Find out.
All right.
The next one here is Complete Sports. It's still all about the battle for King of African football. Salah battles Aubameyang, Mane again. And Kenneth Ross says, my young team will make Nigeria proud. That's AFCON 2019. And of course, the decision will also be made by CAF today if it's going to go to Egypt or South Africa, any of the team. And Moses guns for 20th EFL Cup game. Target 2nd goal versus Spurs. That's if he's listed for the game.
Yeah, we'll find out about that. And last but not the least is Sporting Live AFCON 2019 Showdown. Raw ready to welcome Victor Moses. That's been in the news. Are you ready to welcome Victor Moses as a Super Eagle?
I don't think so.
Oh, what do you mean? It's either you are ready to welcome him or not.
I don't think so. He's not playing, so what are we coming for? He's not playing for Chelsea. I mean, for months.
What if he gets a good club and he starts playing well, scoring goals and all that, and then if it begs him and he wants to come back?
No, we don't need to beg him. He should serve as a national.
All right, then, still on Sporting Live before we go. Ighalo may join Onyekuru at Galatasaray.
That's in Turkey.
Wow.
From China to Turkey. Okay, fair enough.
Step up.
Yeah, fair enough. From China to Turkey, it's not a bad one. I think Galatasaray is a good one for him because China. Well,
and his team got relegated as well.
Yeah,
so don't expect him to play second division.
No, definitely
China.
not. And I find that I see most of the players going to, if you watch out, most of the players going to China, they're coming back.
They made enough money.
They made enough money, so they're coming back to Europe. So let's come and relax and play good football in Europe. We've made money. So
invest the money, get some good houses, and then come back to real football.
Exactly. Yeah. Before we go, just one tweet on the African Player of the Year. This is coming from Probity. It says, I think Mo Salah has done enough to retain the African Player of the Year ahead of Mane and Aubameyang. I think we all agree with that one.
I agree with that.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it.
It's good to be on the show.
All right. Thank you for watching. I'm Cecilia Omogbe.
I'm Tayo Salam. Enjoy the rest of your day.